Hello everyone. Welcome to Clasital's IELTS Listening table and table completion question and answer session. Today I am your teacher, I am your tutor. My name is Burçin. How are you? How is everyone? When is your IELTS exam and where are you from? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, can you give me a thumb up, please? So I can understand that you can hear me. Okay, very good. When is your exam? Did you enroll it? Because you're here, I am assuming that you will take the IELTS exam. Will you take the IELTS exam? We don't know. You don't know? You haven't decided it yet? What is it? This is an interactive lesson. You will be answering to questions. So I am advising you to participate in the classroom. This is more fun when you participate, and this is more interactive, and you will get more benefit from it when you participate. You can say, I don't know. You can say, in 10 days, in a month. You can say 20th December. So it is very soon, right? Yes, today is 16 December. Okay, very good. Okay, let's start slowly then. Okay. Where were you? Yes, here. Okay, today we are going to do table form completion questions. Nice. Form completion questions. In this question type, you will be given a form usually, and you need to fill in the missing information. You can write 1, 2, 3 words long and will be like the functional information. What I mean by functional information is like the phone numbers, dates, and times. And usually you will see this question type in the section 1, but as you will see in the examples too, you can see it in the section 2. You can write in this question type, you are supposed to write lots of numbers, surnames, so they will be like spellings. Numbers will be used, addresses, postal codes, and some things like that. Yes, tips. Make sure you practice listening to this type of information and learn how to write them correctly before the exam. Like the phone numbers are often tricky because they can say things like double O. Double O means 20. And for example, they can say double or triple in front of a number. So when they say double, you will understand it's like 2 of them. When they say triple, you will understand that this is 3 of them. let's say, for example, we have a phone number like that. You may hear it like 077 333 0522. You may hear it like that, so get used to hearing them like that. Yes, how can we write dates in the form completion questions? Actually, you have many options while you are writing the dates, but I would advise you to write as you hear them. If it in the audio it says 10 April, write here 10 April. Like if it's in the uh, audio, if it says November 5th, write it like that. However, the other versions of the date will be accepted too. So if you write it like in the audio, you heard it says November 5th. This is okay. This is okay. 5th of November is okay. 5th of no, the abbreviation of it is okay. You can write it in this format too, or you can write it in like this is the US format. You are writing the day first and the month after. In the UK format, you are writing the yes, month first, then the I am confused. Okay. Now it's okay. In the UK format, you are writing the day first, then the month. In the US format, first you are writing the month, then you are writing the day. You can use all of them, they will be accepted. But as I said, I am advising you to write them as you hear. And we have the measurements in the form completion questions. As I said, there will be there will be factual information like the dates, hours, time, numbers, or measurements. They can be like centimeters, kilometers, and so on. Like you are more than welcome to use both and UK or US spellings. They are both okay, but we only suggest, we only advise as consistency. What does it mean? If you are starting writing with the UK spelling, do not change to US spelling in the middle of the form. If you are writing with the UK spelling, continue with the UK spelling. This is the only thing. For example, you heard 80 kilometers in the audio. You can write 80 kilometers as you hear 80 km or 80 kms. They will be both they are both they are all acceptable. Strategy. This is easy. We are going to read the instructions. We are going to pay attention to the word limit, and we are read the information given in the table and underline the key points. Let's start. Okay, this is a crime report form. This is a crime report form. Let me see, what do I have? It says write one word and or one number for each answer. So it means we can write just one word. We can write just one number. Or we can write one word and one number. The three options are acceptable. So we have three options. Let me see. This is a crime report form. Type of crime is theft, personal information. The Louis Tyler, I think, get robbed. We are going to ask about the nationality of her. Like, is it British? Is she Turkish? Blah blah. Date of birth, occupation, and reasons for visit business to buy antique stuff. I don't know. Current address, something apartments. So I think it will be a proper name, and we will start with a capital letters. For the capital, I wrote C here. Item stolen. A wallet containing approximately. So I suppose that it will be a number. A something, and I am asked date of theft. So it will be a date, a number. For example, like 10 April, something like that. Possible time and place of the theft, location outside the something, after A and the I will see I will see a noun. Some boy, details of the suspect. Some boy asked for the something, then ran off. One had t-shirt. He has about 12, slim build with something hair. So maybe it will be like it will be a color or some like the brown hair, blonde hair, red hair, something like that. And crime reference number allocated. So here I will hear a number. Okay, now now we are going to listen to it from beginning to end. You are going to listen and you can write your answers from the chat box. Then I will give you the answers, and you will have chance to check your answers. And in the end, I am going to ask you how many questions you did correctly. Let's start.
You will hear a woman reporting a theft to an officer in a police station. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 3. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 3.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I want to report a theft. I had some things stolen out of my bag yesterday.
I'm sorry to hear that. Right, so I'll need to take a few details. Can I start with your name?
Louise Taylor.
Okay, thank you. And are you resident in the UK?
No, I'm actually Canadian, though my mother was British.
And your date of birth?
December 14th, 1977.
So you're just visiting this country?
That's right. I come over most summers on business. I'm an interior designer, and I come over to buy old furniture. Antiques, you know? There are some really lovely things around here, but you need to get out to the small towns. I've had a really good trip this year, until this happened.
Okay. So you've been here quite a while?
Yes, I'm here for 2 months. I go back next week.
So may I ask where you're staying now?
Well, at present, I've got a place at Park Apartments. That's on King Street. I was staying at the Riverside Apartments on the same street, but the apartment there was only available for 6 weeks, so I had to find another one.
Okay. And the apartment number?
15.
Right.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 4 to 10. Now listen and answer questions 4 to 10.
Now, I need to take some details of the theft. So, you said you had some things stolen out of your bag?
That's right.
And were you actually carrying the bag when the theft took place?
Yes, I really can't understand it. I had my backpack on, and I went into a supermarket to buy a few things, and when I opened it up, my wallet wasn't there.
And what did your wallet have in it?
Well, fortunately, I don't keep my credit cards in that wallet. I keep them with my passport in an inside compartment in my backpack, but there was quite a bit of cash there, about £250 sterling, I should think. I withdrew £300 from my account yesterday, but I did a bit of shopping, so I must have already spent about £50 of that.
Okay.
At first I thought, oh, I must have left the wallet back in the apartment. But then I realized my phone had gone as well. It was only a week old, and that's when I realized I'd been robbed. Anyway, at least they didn't take the keys to my rental car.
Yes. So, you say the theft occurred yesterday?
Yes.
So that was September the 10th? And do you have any idea at all of where or when the things might possibly have been stolen?
Well, at first I couldn't believe it because the bag had been on my back ever since I left the apartment after lunch. It's just a small backpack, but I generally use it when I'm traveling because it seems safer than a handbag. Anyway, I met up with a friend, and we spent a couple of hours in the museum. But I do remember that as we were leaving there, at about 4 o'clock, a group of young boys ran up to us, and they were really crowding round us, and they were asking us what time it was. Then, all of a sudden, they ran off.
Can you remember anything about them?
The one who did most of the talking was wearing a t-shirt with a picture of something. Let's see. A tiger.
Right. Any idea of how old he might have been?
Around 12 years old?
And can you remember anything else about his appearance?
Not much. He was quite thin.
Color of hair?
I do remember that. He was blonde. All the others were dark-haired.
And any details of the others?
Not really. They came and went so quickly.
Right. So, what I'm going to do now is give you a crime reference number so you can contact your insurance company. So, this is 10 digits. 87954 82361.
Thank you. So, should I contact...
8795382 Let me check. Yes, this is true. Blonde hair, very good. How about the others? Can you tell me the answers? You haven't written anything. Were you able to follow the lesson? Divya and Grish Kumar, how was it for you? Canadian, very good. Okay, let me see. This time I will play it a little bit faster. Actually, I want to do like this.
You will hear a woman a second time. Listen carefully.
My old friend out of my bag yesterday.
I'm sorry to hear that. Right, so I'll need to take a few details. Can I start with your name?
Louise Taylor.
Okay, thank you. And are you resident in the UK?
No, I'm actually Canadian, though my mother was British.
And your date of birth?
December 14th, 1977.
So you're just visiting this country?
That's right. I come over most summers on business. I'm an interior designer, and I come over to buy old furniture, antiques, you know? There are some really lovely things around here, but you need to get out to the small towns. I had a really good trip this year, until this happened.
Okay. So you've been here quite a while?
Yes, I'm here for 2 months. I go back next week.
So may I ask where you're staying now?
Well, at present, I've got a place at Park Apartments. That's on King Street. I was staying at the River...
Now listen and answer questions 4 to 10.
Now, I need to take some details of the theft. So, you said you had some things stolen out of your bag?
That's right.
And were you actually carrying the bag when the theft took place?
Yes, I really can't understand it. I had my backpack on, and I went into a supermarket to buy a few things, and when I opened it up, my wallet wasn't there.
And what did your wallet have in it?
Well, fortunately, I don't keep my credit cards in that wallet. I keep them with my passport in an inside compartment in my backpack, but there was quite a bit of cash there. About 250 pounds sterling, I should think. I withdrew 300 pounds from my account yesterday, but I did a bit of shopping, so I must have already spent about 50 pounds of that.
Okay.
At first I thought, oh, I must have left the wallet back in the apartment. But then I realized my phone had gone as well. It was only a week old, and that's when I realized I'd been robbed. Anyway, at least they didn't take the keys to my rental car.
Yes. So, you say the theft occurred yesterday?
Yes.
So that was September the 10th? And do you have any idea at all of where or when the things might possibly have been stolen?
Well, at first I couldn't believe it because the bag had been on my back ever since I left the apartment after lunch. It's just a small backpack, but I generally use it when I'm traveling because it seems safer than a handbag. Anyway, I met up with a friend, and we spent a couple of hours in the museum. But I do remember that as we were leaving there, at about 4 o'clock, a group of young boys ran up to us, and they were really crowding round us, and they were asking us what time it was. Then, all of a sudden, they ran off.
Can you remember anything about them?
The one who did most of the talking was wearing a t-shirt with a picture of something. Let's see. A tiger.
Right. Any idea of how old he might have been?
Around 12 years old?
And can you remember anything else about his appearance?
Not much. He was quite thin.
Color of hair?
I do remember that. He was blonde. All the others were dark-haired.
And any details of the others?
Not really. They came and went so quickly.
Right. So what I'm going to do now is give you a crime reference number so you can contact your insurance company. So this is 10 digits. 87954 82361.
Thank you. So, should I...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So these are the answers. She's Canadian. She's here to buy furniture, park apartments, 250 sterling. She lost their phone. The rate of theft is 10 December. They were outside of the museum. The boys were asking for time. The boy was blonde. She remembers it because the others were all have brown hair, and this is the crime reference number. So as you can see, these are all details, like the informations. This is what you are going to ask from in a form completion question. Okay, how many correct answers do you have out of 10? Very good, Divya. 10 out of 10. Yes, this is our aim in the section 1. We should get our 10 points from section 1. So try not to miss any question. Let's continue. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? I didn't know. Let's continue. I think it was a rather easy one. Now we have another one from part 2. First, we have some multiple choice questions. Then we have a table. Let's see. It is about Matthew Island holidays. According to the speaker, the company has been in business for longer than most of its competitors, arrange holiday to more destinations than its competitors. So it is like how long they're in business. It is about the destination, has more customer than it is competitors. So most probably we are going to hear all of these 3 options, but pay attention to correct one. Pay attention to the details. Be aware of the distractors. Where can customers meet the tour manager before traveling to Isle of Man, Liverpool, Hyzam, Luton? How many lunches are included in the price of the holiday? 3, 4, 5. Customers have to pay extra for guaranteeing themselves a larger room, booking at short notice, transferring to another date. For the multiple choice question, let me see. As I said, be very look for 2 questions at once. When you hear the wrong answer, cross out that option immediately. If it is wrong, you are probably going to hear all of the options, but be careful about the distractors. When you started to hear the answer of this question, then try to choose the correct one for the question 11. Wait till the end, but do not miss that question too. Let's look at the table. Okay, it is day 1. We have lots of keywords here, so it will be like easier to catch it. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. They are arriving. Introduction by manager. Hotel dining room has the view of the mountain, lake. Let's see. Time World exhibition and Peel. Time World may have been founded in. I think it will be a number then, because it says not 979, so it will be a number. Trip to Sneefield. Train to Lexi. Train to the something of Sneefield. Okay. Free day company provides a noun for local provides a something for local transport and heritage sites. Take the something railway. I think it will be a proper noun, so start with a capital letter. Railway train from Douglas to Port Erin. Free time, then coach to Castletown. Former something has old castle. Former, I don't know. And in the day 6, we don't have anything. Let's start.
2. You will hear a woman giving a presentation about a holiday on an island in Britain that her company organizes. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
Good morning. My name's Erica Matthews, and I'm the owner of Matthews Island Holidays, a company set up by my parents. Thank you for coming to this presentation, in which I hope to interest you in what we have to offer. We're a small family-run company, and we believe in the importance of the personal touch. So we don't aim to compete with other companies on the number of customers. What we do is build on our many years' experience, more than almost any other rail holiday company, to ensure we provide perfect holidays in a small number of destinations, which we've got to know extremely well. I'll start with our 6-day Isle of Man holiday. This is a fascinating island in the Irish Sea, with Wales to the south, England to the east, Scotland to the north, and Northern Ireland to the west. Our holiday starts in Heysham, where your tour manager will meet you. Then you'll travel by ferry to the Isle of Man. Some people prefer to fly from Luton instead, and another popular option is to go by train to Liverpool and take a ferry from there. You have 5 nights in the hotel, and the price covers 5 breakfasts and dinners, and lunch on the 3 days when there are organised trips. Day 4 is free, and most people have lunch in a cafe or restaurant in Douglas. The price of the holiday includes the ferry to the Isle of Man, all travel on the island, the hotel, and the meals I've mentioned. Incidentally, we try to make booking our holidays as simple and fair as possible, so unlike with many companies, the price is the same whether you book 6 months in advance or at the last minute, and there's no supplement for single rooms in hotels. If you make a booking, then need to change the start date, for example because of illness, you're welcome to change to an alternative date or a different tour for a small administrative fee.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
Okay, so what does the holiday consist of? Well, on day 1, you'll arrive in time for a short introduction by your tour manager, followed by dinner in the hotel. The dining room looks out at the river, close to where it flows into the harbour, and there's usually plenty of activity going on. On day 2, you'll take the coach to the small town of Peel, on the way calling in at the Tynwald exhibition. The Isle of Man isn't part of the United Kingdom, and it has its own parliament called Tynwald. It's claimed that this is the world's oldest parliament that's still functioning, and that it dates back to 979. However, the earliest surviving reference to it is from 1422, so perhaps it isn't quite as old as it claims. Day 3, we have a trip to the mountain Snaefell. This begins with a leisurely ride along the promenade in Douglas in a horse-drawn tram. Then you board an electric train which takes you to the fishing village of Laxey. From there, it's an 8-kilometre ride in the Snaefell Mountain Railway to the top. Lunch will be in the cafe, giving you spectacular views of the island. Day 4 is free for you to explore, using the pass which we'll give you. So you won't have to pay for travel on local transport or for entrance to the island's heritage sites. Or you might just want to take it easy in Douglas and perhaps do a little light shopping. The last full day, day 5, is for some people the highlight of the holiday, with a ride on the steam railway from Douglas to Port Erin. After some time to explore, a coach will take you to the headland that overlooks the Calf of Man, a small island just off the coast. From there, you continue to Castletown, which used to be the capital of the Isle of Man and its medieval castle. And on day 6, it's back to the ferry, or the airport if you flew to the island, and time to go home. Now, I'd like to tell you a bit more.
Okay. I have noticed that I haven't read the question. I'm sorry. But it says one word and or a number for each answer. Okay, for this one, let's look at the script. It says, good morning, blah, blah. We are a small family-run company and we believe in the importance of personal ties, so we don't aim to compete with other companies on the number of the customers. So, option C is gone. What do we do is we build on many years' experience, more than almost any other rail holiday company, to ensure to provide the perfect holidays in a small number of destinations, which we got to know extremely well. So it makes my answer A. Let's continue. It says, our holiday starts in Hazem, where your tour manager will meet you. So my answer is Hashem. Hashem, yes. She is talking about the Luton, another population train to Liverpool. She says, but so we hear the Luton and the Liverpool too. But my answer is Hashem, where your tour manager will meet you. You have 5 nights in a hotel, covers 5 breakfasts and dinner, and lunch on the 3 days when there are organized trips. So it makes my answer 3. 1, 2, 3 here. Customers have to pay extra for. Okay, she is talking about simple and fair. The price is same whether you book 6 months in advance or the last minute, and there is no supplement for single rooms in hotels. If you make a booking, then need to change the start day, for example, you are welcome to change in an alternative day or a different tour for a small administrative fee. So customers have to pay extra for transferring to another date. So far, so good? Okay, let's continue. Consists of on day 1, you will arrive, followed by a dinner. The dining room looks at the river close to where it flows into harbor, and there is usually plenty of activity going on. So has a view of river. Pinemount may have been founded in something, not 979. She says it's claimed and it dates back to 979. However, the earliest surviving reference to it from 1422, yes, 1422. So perhaps it isn't quite as old as it claims. What was it? 1422. Travel along the promenade in a tram, train to Lexi, train to do top of the, let me write it here, I will show, top of the snaffle. Then you board electricity. From there, it's a 8-kilometer ride in the Snaffle Mountain Railway to the top. And in here, therefore, is free for you to explore using the pass which we will give you. So you don't have to pay for travel on local transport or for entrance to the island heritage sites. Or you might just want to take it easy in Douglas and perhaps do a little live shopping. So number 18 is pass, like the pass ticket. Take the something railway for a train from Douglas to Port Erin. The last full day, day 5, is for some people in the highlight of the holiday, with a ride on the steam railway from Douglas to Port Erin. So yes, it makes my answer take the steam railway. Free time, then coach to Castletown, former capital. Has all castle. Steam. After some time to explore, a coach will take you to a headland that overlooks Gulf of Man, a small island just off the coast. From there, you continue to Castletown, which used to be capital of the island of Man, and its medieval castle. On the day 6, it's back to ferry or the airport if you've left the island and time to go home. So it makes my answers A, B, A, C, and river. 1422, top of the Snaffle. Company provides a pass, take the steam railway, and the capital. So how many correct answers do you have out of 10 questions? Very good, Divya. How about the others? Okay, while you're writing me, I am sending you a post-lesson survey that you can fill. If you have done it before, you don't have to do it again. Oopsie. If you have done it before, you don't have to do it again. But if you're new here, I will be very glad if you can fill out the form. Other than that, if you have filled out the form, this is the end of our session. Thank you for joining. See you tomorrow. We have a speaking. Yes, tomorrow we have a speaking session, and on Thursday, on Sunday we have a writing session. But another teacher is giving that lessons. So see you on Monday. Thank you very much to you. Thank you. See you. Thank you. Have a nice day.